Hello and welcome to this first tutorial video on how to make a pinafore and bonnet for your ragdoll. These are the fabrics I've chosen to make the pinafore and bonnet for my ragdoll. This is a shirt, it's a short sleeve shirt, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful with my pattern pieces fitting on there. I've chosen this contrasting fabric. It has a little bit of the turquoisey green in there, and this comes from the dress that I made earlier. And then over the top of that, the little detail of the heart will fit. Now there's a little embroidered hair there that I really want to keep. And the first thing I've got to do is unpick all of this, which I really do enjoy. And here it is all unpicked. I've got the main sections of the body there. And I've got, this is a sleeve. Now the reason it's important to unpick is because this is actually a nice wide piece. I wouldn't be able to fit a pattern piece on that unless I'd unpicked it. The back here has got these little loops, and you could theoretically use those instead of the elastic. But I'll lose those for now. Here, the main pieces of the back, you can see there's quite a lot of fabric here. I've also undone any darts that were on these main body pieces. And this back piece is just enormous. We'll get quite a few projects out of this, I think. There you can see the darts that have been unpicked on the back, and it's all ready to go. Here's a little tip. If you have a pattern piece that asks you to flip it along a dotted line, as this one does here, and the dotted line in this case is here, to give you a double length of fabric, and you don't have a piece wide enough to do that, you can cut your pattern piece out twice, and then you can, adding a little bit extra, sew them together here, so just give it a little extra on the edge. This fabric doesn't have a pattern direction, but it does have texture, so bear that in mind when you're positioning your piece. I'm starting off with the biggest pattern piece and the smallest piece of fabric it will fit on to get the best use of my fabric. I've drawn out all of my pattern pieces. I just used a biro and I tested it first to make sure it didn't bleed onto the fabric, and that's come out perfectly. Now if you have any marks on your fabric and you're short of fabric, in this case I had a dart which will probably iron out, but I can make sure I use that on a lining of the bodice so it doesn't matter even if it's visible. And here are all of my pieces cut out: the bonnet, the skirt, the little capped sleeves, the heart embellishment, the peaks of the bonnet, all of the frill, some cases where I'm going to need to sew them together to make my double length. Here is the back of the pinafore top and the front of the pinafore top, all ready to sew together. That concludes our tutorial video. I hope it's been helpful. If it has, please subscribe. We'd love your feedback and a like. There are more videos coming soon.